So why are you holding this club, your putter, the same way that you hold your irons and your driver, when this is the one club that actually has a different grip? Well, the good news is I've got a 5-step process that's going to get this, the putter grip, in your hands perfectly every single time. Now there's 5 steps in this process that help us get this putter in our hands correctly. Now, number 5 is understanding that when we're hitting a putt, the putter actually swings on an arc or in a motion. So the first concept is we want to make sure that the putter is in line with our forearms. All right, so what do I mean by that? Just from down the line, and then we're going to talk about how we get it there. All right, so this putter shaft right now is in line with my lead forearm, and it's also in line with my trail forearm. All right, everybody see that? This putter shaft is not in line with my forearms. Now, why is that important with putting versus full swings? Because when we move the putter, we want the putter to swing on a nice little arc the same way that the forearms do. So the putter and the forearms work on the same arc. And a matter of fact, at the end here, I've got a perfect drill. It's called the knuckle drill. I know, Nick, do you like that name? Okay, Nick likes the name. I just came up with it, spur of the moment, and Nick gave us a thumbs up. Why don't you give us a thumbs up also? And you know my favorite question. Hey, tell us where you're from. Tell us how old you are, because we love hearing those and reading them every day. So we understand the first concept. Number 5 is the putter shaft and the forearms need to work on the same plane or same angle, so we want them in alignment. So how do we do that? All right, number 4 is we want to feel like the palms rotate up and the thumbs rotate down. Let me do it again. Palms rotate up, thumbs rotate down, versus palms rotating down. Everybody see that? So when my palms rotate down, where do my elbows go? They go out. All right? When my palms rotate up, that brings my elbows in and makes it easier for the putter shaft to get in line with my forearms. And when the thumbs rotate down this way, all right, that locks the wrists in. So if you struggle with really short putts, or gosh forbid you've had the yips, I hate to say it, but if you've had that, just simply take your thumbs and rotate them down. All right, so we're going to get that putter swinging on a plane in line with the forearms. We're going to take the palms, we're going to rotate them up, and we're going to move the thumbs down. So what's going to happen when we rotate the palms up and the thumbs down is the putter grip is going to fit more into the palm. So you can see how when I hold this putter, I want that to be in my palm, not in my fingers. Now that's important for a couple reasons. Number 1 is when it's in the palm, all right, it's going to be easier to keep the putter face square and down the target line. So let me just go ahead and hit a putt here, and then we'll get into the couple other ones. I've got my new G-Track putters, got the auto aim on this thing. You literally set it down and it aims itself, all right? So I'm set in there, right? Okay, now I feel like it's in my palm because my thumbs have rotated down, my palms have rotated up, it sits nice and natural, and I can really feel how that kind of locks. Nick, give me a thumbs up on that, Nick. There he goes. I made that on the first putt. All right, if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up. So when you do that, palms rotate up, thumbs down, that gets the putter more in the palm versus your fingers. When it's in your fingers, it's easier to get too much wrist action. The next step in the process, and that is that when we're set in there, you want to make sure that you feel like your hands are a little bit together. So here we go. Let's go through the process. I got my putter aimed, right? Take my lead hand, rotate the palm up, thumbs go down. See that? See what happens to my elbow? Boom. Place it in there. Now, I'm going to take my trail hand, kind of do the same thing. Palms rotate up, thumbs rotate down, and boom, I place it on there. So now the putter's in my palms, not my fingers. My thumbs are pointing down, and my palms feel like they're rotated up a little bit. And this trail hand just sits right in there. Boom. And I feel like my hands are a little bit more together. I'm not a big fan of a split grip like that. See? I don't like that. I just slide that up. So let me take it from the beginning, and then we're going to get into that drill. So aim it, step in there. Here we go. Palm rotate up, thumb rotates down, place it in there. See how it's in line now with the forearm. That's the first thing, the most important thing. Trail hand in, same process. Boom, I'm all set. And go ahead and roll it. Hey, that's 2 for 2. That's 2 for 2, guys. All right, now, what about the drill? Now that I've got you holding this putter correctly, because this putter grip is different than all other things, and matter of fact, new book, okay, short game book that's coming out that covers all of this and chipping, bunkers, everything else too. So you want to be sure and check that out. But the other thing is the motion. So here's the simple motion. You can do this at home, in the office, anywhere. We call it the knuckle drill. So what you're going to do here, you're just going to take your normal setup. Shoulders are kind of level. And I'm going to take my knuckles. So I got 4 knuckles on my trail hand, 4 knuckles on my lead hand, and I'm going to get them together. Everybody can kind of see that, how they're matching up. And I'm going to point my fingers down. All right. And notice how I've also kind of got my elbows kind of into my sides like this. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate those knuckles back and through. See that? Now what you'll notice here, all right, is that when you just take them back, you can really see this from down the line. Watch what direction the hands go. Where do they go? They go in and they go up. See that? They don't go straight. All right, this is why when we wrote the book, and we call it our all-go putting system, all right, Nick and Jordan and JT and the whole team, when we put this book together, all right, we're not a fan of straight back and straight through. And that's a whole nother video we'll get into, all right? But this is precisely why. When your hands are like this, right, when you move them, they're gonna naturally swing in and up on an arc. They're not going to naturally swing like that. Okay, see that? That's not natural. This is natural. All right, so let's walk it through. So I do a couple of these, I get the feel. Okay, there's the feel. Now I'm going to place the putter there. All right, I'm going to get this in line with my forearms. I'm going to do that by rotate the palm up, thumb goes down, rotate the palm up, thumb goes down, bring the hands a little bit together. All right, now I've got that feel. Knuckles go in and up, and pulled that one a little bit. Thumbs down, mediocre on that, Nick. Okay, all right. Hey, now that we got your putting dialed in, check out our next video to help you out with your golf game. And if you want to personally work with us on your game, check out VLScoaching.com.